Crowdfunding, something for you. You are a comic artist, you are proud of your work, and you're not completely socially inept. Maximum of 50% is allowed. You are 18 years old with comic ambitions. You have made a profile paper in comic form or comics for the school newspaper, and you want your own comic book to show the people. For family and friends, you want about 200 to 500 euros to print and send. How are you going to go about this? You're going to mail, you're going to app, you're going to approach people in person, you're going to put up posters in school. Do you actually need a crowdfunding platform? Well, maybe, but not necessarily, since most of the people you know personally. But if you do, you want to look at ulule.com, you want to look at kickstarter.com, Zoop, and if you're in Holland, maybe For de Kunst, although there's a minimum of 1,000 euros for crowdfunding. Success! With about 20 to 50 backers, you can get 200 to 500 euros. And this will give you a lot of experience. You've brought out your first own book and you can hold it in your hands and you can pass it around and be very, very proud of yourself. You are in your early 20s, you're in art school or maybe just graduated. You have a 24-hour comic or October drawings or a comic for a school assignment that you're proud of. You want a physical book in your portfolio and to sell at cons and on your website. You want readers. You want to make a mailing list. You want 500 to 1,000 euros for printing and sending and extra books to sell later. How are you going to go about this? You're going to approach family and friends and you're going to use the socials and your site. It's really important that you have a good site of your own by now. Where can you do this? You can do it at Ulule, at Kickstarter, at Zoop. For de Kunst if you're in Holland, but then you have a minimum of 1,000 euros. You have success! With about 50 backers, you can get 500 to 1,000 euros and you have your own book. And you've got extras of them, so that you can get more sales out of them by selling them at cons and on your own website. I can't stress enough how important it is to have your own website. You are building your own crowd, and you're doing that by putting together a mailing list, which is an actual list with email addresses, and you're using that to put out a newsletter or a blog. And I can highly recommend Substack, where I have my own newsletter. You are a professional comic artist with 5 or more years of experience in actually making money with your comics, maybe with a part-time job on the side. Yes, this is actually me, and yes, I have a lot of more. I've got 25 plus years of experience. You have a body of work, you have a network, you have a website, you have a newsletter, you have online visibility, and you want to make an album out of stuff that you have already published before, and you hope to make a small profit on it. How are you going to go about it? Well, I'm going to go about it by putting it out on voordekunst.nl because I'm Dutch and because this platform is very good at securing extra funds from the Cultuurfonds, for instance, which can be as high as 1,000 euros per project. You can also consider, do you want a partner in production? I personally don't like having boxes in my house and all the hassle of packing and sending, so I'm in cahoots with Personalia Publishing, who does that side of stuff for me. But you can also consider Zoop, which does the same. And then you have success. With about 100 backers, you can get 5,000 to 8,000 euros in my experience. And not only that, you are gathering fans. And that puts you on the path of not actually just crowdfunding, but crowdkeeping, because these are people who are interested in your work and who are very keen on seeing what you'll do next. When is part 2 coming out? Next category, you are an established comic artist, whatever that may be. In this case, it's Jan Vriend, the host of the Stripmakersdagen. And you want 15,000 to 20,000 euros for funding that one big project. How are you going to go about it? Well, I highly recommend For de Kunst, because then you'll have access to funding. But you could also do it on Ulule, on Kickstarter, on Zoop, and there are many, many more crowdfunding platforms out there. Because at this stage, it's not really that important anymore which platform you choose, because you have a good network. And if I'm right about you, you have by now a mailing list of a few thousand email addresses, people you can send emails to directly. So you could even do it without a crowdfunding platform. And then you have success. Not only will people give you their money, but they'll also send you all their love. All that said, please note, crowdfunding is work. It's about making comics. You have to design a book, you have to find a printer, you have to do the signing, the packing, you have to think about storage, you have to think about returns, you have to do a lot of admin. And that's not even considering just the stuff you have to do putting together a campaign, thinking of rewards and realizing them. It costs time and it costs money. But if you do it right, you are gathering your own crowd. And that means that you will have an income and you will have freedom to make the stuff you want without a publisher getting in the way. And you are gathering a group of devoted fans who will carry you through crowdfunding after crowdfunding.